you recall, last week I had suggested one stock on the short side, which was TVS Motors, which went down maybe a 2-3% lower than the previous week's close, but then it's roundabout closed range bound manner. But the other stock, which was on the long side, which was in line with the way the market moved despite its volatility, the stock of Apollo Hospital. Stock has moved pretty well. If you can see on this chart, which I've shown you the previous week's chart itself, it managed to hold on to this pitchfork which I had drawn, and the stock has beautifully managed to hold on to this lower channel, and it has scaled up. And the stock does indicate a potential of more upside. One could actually look at the targets of somewhere in the region of 1225. So there is a lot of potential left in this stock, and one should actually be using this stock as a more positional bet, because the momentum is also seen increasing, and the revival from support levels does augur well. So this was a stock last week which did quite well. It made a low of 1040, and it rose 100 points from there on. Well, in our previous video, you saw our analysis on the index for the forthcoming week. Now let us look at what is the kind of stocks which are in play. Last few weeks, I have been promoting one buy, one sell, because the market was two-faced. But this time around, in line with my index analysis, I am going to actually be suggesting two stocks on the long side. And so a fantastic move, a 10% move which we saw last week. So what is the stock which we have in store for you this week? This week we have decided to go a little offbeat, not from the mainstream stocks. We decided to dip into a stock which we normally use for shorting, which is Reliance Infra. Reliance Infra has been witnessing a lot of selling pressure, but what I saw in Reliance Infra was something quite very different. I saw a cluster support. This is using the concept of Fibonacci. Those who are been using the concept of Fibonacci will appreciate this kind of setup, because I am finding a cluster support at 291, 290 levels. So somewhere in the region of, say, the region of 285 to 292, there is a strong support confluence in Reliance Infra. You can see here from the RSI 2, it has entered deep oversold levels. It has never reached these levels this year, and now you can see here that after reaching these zones, which I am showing you on the charts, you will be able to see that from here, now Reliance Infra has got some more strong positive revival. So with a very short-term kind of move which we saw in the last few weeks, you can expect now this short-term translate into a long-term revival. So a strong confluence of Fibonacci supports around these levels. Any dip towards the 300 to 310 region could also be taken as an additional buy possibility, and one could actually look at some upward target towards 375 to 390, because that's the kind of potential which I am looking at these charts. The first hurdle will be, of course, around the 370 zone, which is our first target, and then 370, then 390. So these are the two targets which one could expect on Reliance Infra, with a stop loss below this cluster zone. So a very good trade setup emerging on Reliance Infra. You've always been looking at it from the short side. Now time for you to change your stance and move on to the long side. So this is one trade of Reliance Infra. The other trade which I saw was a very beautiful setup in Praj Industries. The stock has been doing quite well. Yes, it had been ranging for a while. Say since the entire year, it has been ranging and holding on to supports around 80 levels. And what I saw is the recent development. This is a weekly chart. The weekly chart definitely indicates some positive move, and the long body candles which you can see here augurs well for the prices. And I've again used my favorite tool, pitchfork, and the last week's move has clearly closed above the median line. So any move above 114 would look at taking the prices towards the 130 zone. So a strong move which you can envisage in Praj Industry, and the volumes you can see here has been showing some strong participation. With the participation being strong, you could expect this kind of move to emerge. So I have two longs for this week. One is from Reliance Infra, and the other is the Praj Industry. So Praj Industry and Reliance Infra, two longs which you can look to participate in for the forthcoming week. This week is going to be a very interesting week because the result season has begun, the Q2 result season, and next week is a curtail week with the leave for Dussehra. So what you will be seeing is some prominent action from the heavyweights. We have got the results of Infi, we have got the results of HDFC Bank, we have Reliance also coming into play. So all these key results plus the macro numbers will also kick in. So all this could make it a very interesting week for the forthcoming week. So while the index could take its time to reach towards the targets mentioned around 10,800, but what you could do is you could look at stock specific action, and that's what would make it a very interesting week for trading. So I'm sure you would have got a lot of insights on how to approach the index and how to approach the stocks for the forthcoming week. Do like our videos, share our videos too, and to as many people as possible so that they can take advantage of this detailed analysis. And do not forget to subscribe and cheered by our mentor, Dr. Narayan. The first program is called as the Winning Trader. The Winning Trader program is a weekend program where we concentrate on how to approach the market, how to use technical analysis, and how to define a structure for yourself so that you are able to do an analysis in a more detailed manner. A detailed analysis is critical for you to ensure that you are able to participate in the market on a regular basis. And that's what happens when you attend the Winning Trader program. Be it a trader, be it an investor, it doesn't matter. What matters is, are you able to read the chart well? Are you able to analyze with pinpoint accuracy? And that's what we show you, and that's what we'll be training you in the Winning Trader. For those who are proficient, they have already spent some time in the market and would like to take their learning to the next level, for them we have got a program called as Real-Time Market Mastery. And the Real-Time Market Mastery, like the word says, it will make you a champion in real-time markets. We will be showing you strategies, we'll be showing you the psychological elements, we'll be showing you how to coincide and collaborate your strategies and your mindset to ensure that you always stay ahead of the curve. The problem today is we all take impulsive trades. You can ask yourself, how many trades have you taken with a well thought out action plan? I'm sure there will be hardly any, because most of us participate without a plan. But then if you are coming to Chart Advice, attending our programs, you will be having a master-proof plan which you can incorporate, be it a trending market, be it a ranging market, be it a volatile market, be it any kind of market condition. You will be able to ascertain mastery over your participation. And that's what our aim is, and that's what we have been taught by our mentor. There will be trading psychology sessions by Dr. Narayan in Real-Time Market Mastery, where he will share his more than 40 years of market wisdom, and show you how to put together the concepts, the approaches, and also your mindset to ensure that you are able to generate profits consistently. Do click it, because there is lots of interesting videos which are going to come up, and all of these are going to be enriching and enlightening for you so that you can enhance your ability to make profit consistently. Thank you for watching. See you next week.